Now I haven't tied a really simple fly or a fly that's made from only craft store materials in a couple of weeks. So let's fix this right now. Hello everybody, welcome to Savage Flies. My name is Matt and thank you for stopping by the channel. So this fly I'm tying today, I came up with this a couple of years ago really. I don't claim to have invented it because it's very similar to so many other patterns out there. But I was fishing in Hawaii for some of the wild rainbow trouts at the top of the island of Kauai, and I just needed something that looked like some kind of edible bug. So I tied this thing, I think it was an olive body with a black thread rib, and it did great for me. And I've since tied it in all kinds of various colors. That's the cool thing about this pattern, that it's just a glass bead, a wool body, a thread rib, and then Peacock herl for the thorax. And you can vary any of those colors to really match any kind of bug you want to do. Make it a little bit more brighter green. It can be a caddis larva or some of the more olives and natural browns. Dub the wool on pretty tight in a darker color. It could be a zebra midge. So this pattern doesn't look exactly like anything, but it looks enough like some kind of food that it's usually done pretty well for me. Now this one I'm doing today, I'm getting a little crazy with it. I picked some white color, some white wool for a dubbing, and a pink glass bead. So I made the rib out of a pink thread. And I think it looks kind of cool. And again, this doesn't look like anything, but it's a pretty fun pattern. And what I'm really showing you today is the versatility of a fly like this and how you can vary anything in it to match almost anything. So all that being said, this fly has no name. I've never really called it anything. I don't think I've ever said it out loud. So let's do a name the fly contest. If you are watching this and you have an idea for what we should call this, leave a comment. This video is first airing on Friday, March 19th, 2021. I'll get all the comments, and Sunday I'll have my kids pick whichever one sounds the coolest, and I'll send you a $25 J-Stalker gift card just to make it a little more exciting and fun. So that's it, everybody. I kind of like tying these tight flies. I hope you do too. So let's give it a shot. So there it is in the vise. Kind of no-name little pink midge type fly. Now I'm tying this on a size 14. I'm using a curved shank nymph hook. I think it just looks kind of cool, almost the zebra midge type hook. And I am going to put down some 015 weight. Really just, this is a glass bead, so it's not that heavy. You probably do need some kind of weight on this guy. And 6 or 7 wraps, gonna work fine. I have no idea what size this bead is. It's just one of these glass ones, so just pick one that looks like it's gonna work for your size of hook. And you'll notice these glass beads, they don't really have the indentation like brass beads do, but they do a little bit. So I've got a little stub right there off the back. So they've kind of got that little donut looking shape to it. You know, like a tiny hard little pink donut. And I'm using white thread on this one. Again, the thread and the bead color, the rib color, dubbing, body color, whatever you want. It's the style of fly, I think, and the general profile that works. So I'm just going to put some thread down, try to build a smooth little taper between that weight and then in the back where we're going to do the body. And I'm going to take it farther back than that right there, but that's where I'm going to catch in my rib, which in this case, it is just going to be pink thread. So I'll just do a little loop over it right there, try to get it about even. And now I'll catch this in going back as far as I want the body to be, which I want it, you know, fairly significantly around the bend of that hook. So I'll leave this thread rib out of my way, put some wax on, and I'm gonna dub this one with white wool, thrift store white wool. And it's not gonna take much, you know, kind of a typical zebra midge body. You might want to work on a little bit of taper, have it thinner at the top of your noodle, and then getting a little bit thicker toward the front. And I'm going to need a little bit more. I want to go up almost to the back of that bead, just a little bit shy of it. Okay, that's a nice fuzzy looking body right there. Now let's wrap this rib. Just evenly spaced, your preference, however you want to do it. But I've got 2 strands of the thread, and it's a 140 denier, because I just want it to be kind of flat and kind of wide. Okay, when you get that up here, catch this off, and you're catching a thread with a thread, so it might take a few more wraps. We'll just throw maybe 4 wraps down right here to really lock that in. And if you're that front rib isn't perfect, don't worry about it. Most of that's going to be covered with our Peacock herl. We're putting just a little bit of a thorax on here. I want to break off a couple inches of this Peacock herl, and let's put that in right there. Okay, that's going to be fine. That's about where I'm going to wrap it right there. So leave your thread right behind the bead, and whatever you think looks good, 4 or 5 wraps just to give it some black right behind the bead, and then just a slight hint of legs. So I think that's going to be fine right there. Couple of wraps to catch that Peacock herl, and you can probably just break that off. Now we can go straight into our whip finish. Put a drop of super glue right there if you want, then throw that around a couple of turns, then do the whip finish, or just go straight into your whip finish. That's what I usually do. Makes it a lot quicker, and these flies are really durable enough. So break that, and there you go. The whatever we want to call this thing. So that's it, my friends. I appreciate you watching. Y'all take care, and we'll see you next time.